Good morning, Twin Flame, Twin Souls, Soulmates, Vedic Connections. This is Brainy, Twin Gemini, for your reading November 19th, 2019. You are not going to believe this. This is the third time I've tried to do this video. The first time it stopped at 7 minutes and 17 seconds and it just failed out. And then I just did like a 30-minute video and it didn't record. So the way I look at it is that those messages were not meant to be delivered. As many of you know, I have a gift. Signs and syncs are sent to me every single day. And like the third time's a charm. So I'm going to go over the signs and syncs that I've seen in the last, this weekend's been crazy. So I'm going to go over those now. 1212, 555, 717. I saw that twice. I saw two doves on my front lawn, which I haven't seen those two doves for a while. I saw 444, 999, and 1313. I do want to go over two important things, the animals that I've seen. And one other significant thing. So I saw a crow, and this crow was the biggest crow I've ever seen. It was like it was a crow on steroids, and it was absolutely crazy. So I looked up at the lamppost, and I looked at like this crow. It kind of sounded sick. And when I looked, it flew down, and it was just squawking to me. I wasn't scared or anything. And yeah, it was like the biggest crow I've ever seen. It was crazy how big this crow was. And I just looked at it, and I'm sure the people in the parking lot were like, what is this girl looking at? Like, why is she looking at this crow? And then I saw a gray cat on my fence, which I've never seen a cat on my fence before. And then I saw a white feather in my laundry room. And lastly, last week I found a silver heart with an emerald on my floor in my bedroom. And I did not know where this came from. Thought it came off one of my bracelets. And so I just put it on my dresser, never really gave too much thought about it. And then I was unpacking some stuff down in the basement, and I found this angel that I gave to my mother years ago before she passed. And the heart was missing because there was birthstones of all of us on that angel, and the emerald was missing. So that heart was on my floor. I don't know how it got up there, but that was my mother telling me to follow your heart and trust the connection, trust all of that. And that's my message. It's from my mother to you, just trust the connection, follow your heart. And I had to look up the crow because this was such a mammoth crow. And what the crow says is it says, allow your personal integrity to guide you. Know that it is safe, for you stand in your own truth. And the attributes are ancestors, darkness, death, ethical behavior, ethics, guidance, honor, integrity, law of attraction, life, light, magic, manifestation, movement, opportunity, rebirth, shapeshifters, souls, teleportation, transition, watchfulness, work. So very, very, very profound the crow is. Manifestation, rebirth, souls, all sorts of good things. Just want to give you, like when I did my last reading with the cards, that the cards fell out. It was just crazy. I cannot believe Mercury retrograde is giving me such a hard time. This time. Mercury is my ruling planet, and yeah, it's just been, I've had nothing but tech failure after tech failure after tech failure, and it's over this Thursday, thank goodness. So I'm going to call out to my guardian angels for 4 cards. I do 3 spreads of 4 cards, 4 being my birth number. I'm going to call out to my guardian angels now. The cards always resonate with my journal. And again, this is the current energy of the DM right now, what's kind of going on with them. One card, please, guardian angels. Yeah, 3rd video today. Can you imagine? And the cards are all falling out the same. It's just crazy. So very important message. The DM, as always, ran out of fear, primarily the reason why he ran was out of fear. There's a little bit of fear right now going on with the DM, and that's primarily because he feels you letting go and breaking free of the connection. And what I channel is I channel connections that are in complete separation with little or no communication. So there's some fear going on with this DM, and also too, they want you to know, DF, that they ran strictly out of fear from this particular connection and no other reason. Oh yes, and I wanted to mention, I forgot to mention that it was in my journal, and it will not come out in these cards. There was crying, a lot of crying going on this weekend on both sides, and just know that the crying is necessary in order to heal. But I have this sense of crying, and it was going on from Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The DM is absolutely feeling you let go of this connection, and it's causing them some fear because they do not know what's going on. It even might they might even be spying just to check to see, because they can feel that dynamic in the connection changing. You're letting go, and letting go means not being a prisoner. And sometimes we're like, you can say, oh well, my DM, I'm a prisoner to my DM, and at the end of the day, the DM doesn't tie you to a chair and force you to behave this way. You do it. You have to reach in and you have to say, you know what? It's me. It's me that's doing this. It's me that's obsessing. It's me that wants this. It has nothing to do with the DM. It has everything to do with you. And when you realize that and you let go, then that dynamic in this journey automatically changes. Stuck. Okay, this particular DM is stuck right now, and that's primarily because I've been saying with this collective group, the DM is taking 2 steps forward and 1 step backwards, and they're stuck right now in the movement towards you. But they are absolutely coming. In this collective group, it's in the communication, or the communication is in the fall with a long-term commitment in the winter. If you go check out some of my previous videos, you can see that movement happening, and it's happening for hundreds and thousands of people. And if it's not happening, it just means you're further behind in the journey. Divine timing, absolutely put this in my journal this morning. It's all in divine time. What's meant to happen is meant to happen when it's meant. What's meant to be is meant to be. We can't control the connection. We can't control the timing of the connection. And you have to evolve as a person throughout this journey. It's a journey of self-love, unconditional love, and self-worth, and it all comes in divine time. And you know, DF, you're doing absolutely amazing, and I'm very, very proud of you because you're letting go, and that dynamic and that shift is absolutely happening in this collective. Phenomenal. Love it. And again, thank you so much for the loves, the likes, the subscribes. You know, it really means the world to me, and I love you guys all so much. If you have personal feedback, kindly send me an email. My email is always in the description of my videos. Just please don't post it on my wall. You know, it's such a caring community, and I just want to keep the negative energy out. And I'm going to call out to my guardian angels for 4 cards of what the DM wants to say to the DF right now. 4 cards, please. Unreal. Like these cards came out exactly in the one I just did. So 1 card, please. As I was just saying, this journey is about self-worth, and when you met each other, you are a mirror of each other. You meet for a reason, to wake each other up and look at each other. And mostly, the DM had a lot of self-worth issues, and he didn't feel worthy of your love. Okay, DF? He did not feel worthy, but he absolutely knows the value of his self-worth, and he knows that he is worthy of your love now. Absolutely put that in my journal. Yeah, there's self-worth issues, and again, we all have to look at ourselves, and we have to look at ourselves holistically, and you know, dig down deep and see if there's anything there for you, DF, about self-worth. It could have to do with some parents, you know, saying you were never good enough. It could have to do with bullying. It could have to do with so many things that compromises our self-worth and makes us make bad decisions in our life, and that primarily stems from the self-worth. Crossroad. I get this crossroad card because of this crying that has been happening on the weekend, and both of you are at a crossroad right now in this particular connection. You're doubting it. And what I put in my journal this morning, DF, is please don't lose the faith. The DM wants to tell you don't lose the faith in this connection. I know it's tough. It's a difficult journey, but he wants to tell you not to lose the faith. It's very important, and you're both kind of at this crossroad right now, and the DM is at a crossroad right now because he feels you pulling away, and he's going ballistic. He's going ballistic, absolutely ballistic, because he doesn't know what's going on. This card keeps coming out, and the message, the cards are they fall the way they're meant to fall, and because the messages aren't being heard. Now, not all of you, some of you, but when aren't being heard, okay? So, but they have to come out, and I can't manipulate the cards. They always resonate with my journal. What's meant to fall is meant to fall. But when the DM and the DM and the DF embarked on this journey, the DM had crazy love for you, DF, and you were so perfect. You were, a princess, a goddess to him, and he felt that he was the only one that felt that way. When he looked at you, he knew from the moment he laid eyes on you, you were the one. But when he was alone and he was trying to rationalize this, he thought to himself, there's no way she feels this way about me. It's quick, it's fast, it's furious. And a lot of it doesn't make sense because it is so quick and fast. But he actually thought it was a one-sided and that you never felt the same way. And I know you do, DFs. I know you absolutely do. But this is a message for you from them, okay? Anger. Okay, the DM's angry right now because you're cutting them off, you're letting go, you're breaking free, you're dwindling down the telepathic communication, and they can feel that, and they're angry. They want you to stop it, please. I know you have to do what's good for you, DF, but there's a sense of anger there and frustration, and it's primarily because you're pulling away, and there's a sense of angerness with them. But again, this is the way the dynamic is supposed to work. You're supposed to, pull away. And as I said earlier, we tend to be prisoners of ourselves. It's nothing, the DM is doing to you. Like I said, they're not tying you to a chair, and they're not forcing you to do, to feel this way. You have to dig down, and you have to realize that you are the one manifesting this obsession. Has nothing to do with them. They're not forcing you to think that way. Okay, so now I'm going to do the overall outcome as of now, and I'm going to call out to my guardian angels. One card, please. One card, please, guardian angels. It's just crazy. Okay. So I have the true love card here. What I can tell you is this is true love. The DM, DF, this is your love. That heart that I got from, my mother, that message, it's to me telling me to tell you that this is true love and to follow your heart, trust your intuition, and follow your inner guide. Nobody can tell you what this love journey is but you. And you can seek advice, you can listen to who you want to listen to, but at the end of the day, you have to trust you. But this is true love, there's no question. And also, too, very important message, the DM knew right from the time he looked at you, DF, that you were the love of his life. He wants, to marry you. He wants a long-term commitment. He knows that this is true love, and you know it's true love as well. I've seldomly get this card. And there's some grounding going on. This journey is about grounding yourself, and I think it primarily has to do with you grounding yourself on breaking free and to ground. And, there's a lot of things you can do. You can meditate. You can, take a hot bath with Epsom salts. You can get out into nature. But it's very, very important for you to ground yourself in this connection. And I feel that, DFs, you are grounding yourself. You're doing good. You're standing in your power. And again, if there was some crying going on, again, that reduces stress. So it's all good, and it's healing. So great job, both. And, oh yes, and the DM, of course, is grounding as well. get this past life connection card here, and this particular twin soul, the collective group, is a past life connection. A past life connection is exactly what it is. It's a past life connection, and you've been together for centuries, and now you've met in the 3D world, and you have this sense of deja vu. You have this sense of, I know this, I've known you from before. You've known each other for a very long time. You could dream about this past life, and it's absolutely a past life connection. The surrender card is here. Surrender card is a great, great card. Both of you have surrendered to this connection. DFs, you're doing amazing. DMs, you're doing amazing. You're surrendering, you're letting go. That changes the dynamic in this journey. When you let go and truly let go, you have to be true to you. DFs, you have to let go and not be a prisoner, because that's what happens. You become a prisoner to this connection. You talk about it, you think about it, you obsess over the separation ending. You just become a prisoner to it, and you think about it constantly. When you let it go and you really realize that you are the one hanging on to this emotion, you're the one that is hanging on to this feeling, and when you let it go, you have a sense of liberation. The love is always there. You're just letting go of the obsession of, the physical, the physical separation and wanting to be together. Once you do that, you feel liberated, and you're standing in your power. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do 8 messages of kind of what's in the DM's headspace as of now. Everything is always in the now. Yeah, like these cards are exactly came out. It's so freaky. Okay. Yeah, like nothing but tech failures. Even at work, we lost like 3 days of emails, and now we have Microsoft involved, and it's just, I cannot wait till this is over. 2 cards, please. Yep. Oh. 1 card, please. Alright, so here we go. I feel like I'm going in circles. Primarily stems from the weekend energy that I've been channeling. The DM feels like he's going in circles right now. He doesn't know what's going on with you, DF, and he feels like he's a dog chasing his tail. He just doesn't know, and yeah, he feels like again, the card speaks for itself. He feels like he's going in circles. Absolutely put this in my journal this morning. Baby, I miss you. This DM misses you like crazy. And especially this weekend, I feel this sense of crying with the DM as well. And that's because you're pulling away. You're doing great, DFs. I'm so, so proud of you. You're standing in your power. But they miss you. And they've always missed you. And every single day they miss you. I have the desire to see the world with you. Absolutely put that in my journal. They want to conquer the world with you, DF. They want to see the world. He wants to do greater good by the world with you, and he's clearing that passageway to get to you. He's doing all the work. He's clearing the karma. He's doing everything. I hate that I hurt you. Absolutely put that in my journal again this morning. This DM has severe regrets about hurting you, but he had to do what he had to do for him. His life was toxic. He had toxic elements in his life, and he had to get away and clear all of that karma. And you were so precious to him that he did not want to bring you in that toxic world. And essentially, he was protecting you from his toxic world. But the biggest regret he has is hurting you, and that keeps him awake at night. And he just feels, that regret, and he never ever meant to hurt you. And again, what I say about this always, if you're in an abusive relationship, a narcissistic relationship, this is not your journey. I'm sorry, it's not your journey. And some people comment and say that this is narcissistic behavior. It's not. It's absolutely not narcissistic behavior, because this journey is meant to help you heal. It's meant to help you with self-worth, self-love, and unconditional love. And it's not narcissistic if somebody needs to heal past wounds and do better, greater good by them. It's absolutely not narcissistic behavior. I'm awake and confused about all of this. Again, this DM is awake. He absolutely knows what this connection is, but it is extremely, extremely confusing. You don't know why. You don't know why you met. You don't know why you embarked on this journey. You don't know if this is an actual journey, if this is actually a twin soul connection. It's extremely confusing, but he's awakened to it. Absolutely what I've been saying. A lot of these DMs have awakened to it. Some of them last week are just starting to, because I had those flu-like symptoms last week. They're gone. That energy only lasted for a few hours, but that energy lasted because of the message I needed to deliver. But they are very confused about it. You scare the shit out of me. Absolutely the reason why they ran. When you started this journey, this DM had these intense feelings of love, and he was trying to suppress it, trying to get rid of it, trying to run from it. No matter which way he went, that love kept rising to the surface, and it scared the shit out of them. They didn't know where this was coming from. They didn't know why this was happening, and it scared them. And many of the DMs run out of fear. This DM thinks you're sexy. He thinks you're an absolute goddess. You are the most beautiful, beautiful thing to this DM. And you know, he feels like he has basically won the lottery with you, because he thinks you're a sexy, perfect goddess. Karma is kicking my ass. Again, these DMs have very, very, very delicate things they're working with in their karmic clearing. They're dealing with karmic partners. They're dealing with family. They're dealing with friends. These DMs are magical souls, and they do not want to hurt people, and they want to do it delicately, and they want to do it the right way, because when you embark on this journey together for, the end of this physical separation, and you conquer the world together, there will be no interferences. And he wants to make sure, he or she, just energy, he wants to make sure that there are no interferences. But he wants you to know it's kicking him in the ass right now. Absolutely amazing. I love it so much. Again, this is my third time, believe it or not. I've been up since 4:30. I'm going to be late for work. Okay, so I'm going to call out to my guardian angels for 4 cards, kind of what's in their heart space right now. Three cards, please. Basically everything I said. 1 card. Okay, so we have, I'm scared, it's too risky. All these cards resonate with one another. The DM, when you guys started this journey, there was too much in his life, and there was way too much toxic elements in his life, way too much karma, that was in his life, that it was too risky for him to expose you to. And he was protecting you, DF. And it was just too risky. There was some shadiness going on. And he felt that if he let you in, he or she, that you would never, ever, move forward in this journey. And that you would look, take 2 steps backwards, look and run, and never, ever, ever look at him again. And again, we all know that that's not true. But at the time, he just felt it was too risky. I'm struggling to let go of the 3D world. Pretty much resonates with karma's kicking me in the ass right now. This is tough. It's tough to say goodbye to the things you love. It's tough to say goodbye to cycles in your life that you've been perpetuating all of your life. It's tough, and it's a struggle. But and this DM wants you to know that he's struggling to let go of the 3D world, but he absolutely is, and that movement is coming. For many of you, it already has happened. In this collective group, this separation is coming to an end. Secretly, I'm anxious to see you. This DM is always anxious to see you every single day. He's always wanting to see you. Many times he's you know, almost sent that text or almost come to the door. And then right at the last second, he's chickened out. And it's just because he's not ready. And when he comes, he's like working his butt off right now, and he's doing everything for you, DF. He's building that foundation so that when he comes in, he's going to take his queen, and he is going to give her everything that she deserves. He feels she deserves the world, and he's working in isolation, working his butt off to give you everything that he feels you deserve. And again, I'm seeing through all the illusions. Okay, cards pretty much speak for themselves, and everything resonates with my journal. Ironically, I wish I could take pictures of this, but apparently I had an epic fail. But all of these cards fell out. Can you imagine 3 times in a row how that happens? I have no idea. Now, I'm going to call out to my guardian angels for animal spirit, divine feminine, animal spirit, always first. And I'm just going to shuffle them a little bit more. I don't know if these ones will come out. I hope they don't, because in my last video I was crying. I'll tell you, if it comes out, it comes out. If it doesn't, I'll tell you what happened. Maybe that's why the video wasn't meant to be taped. I don't know what happened there. Okay, so I'm going to call out to my guardian angels for animal spirit guard for divine feminine, please. And these are hard to work with, so if one faces over, I'll take it. If one falls out, I'll take it. Okay, I'm going to call out to my guardian angels for animal spirit, please. And it didn't fall out, so I'll tell you. I feel I should take it. You know what? I'm going to take the card. I never do this, but it fell out and I'm taking it. Sorry. I have to take this card. Like, it's just telling me I have to. Okay, that's what fell out in the video that I did not record. And the canary fell out for the divine masculines. So I'm going to do that. I never do this. You know that. But I have to get the canary. Because those are the two that fell out in my previous video. And the spirit is just guiding me right now to keep those two. Because the messages need to be told. Sorry. I never do this. So okay, sorry. I'm just going to move them over here. And I'm just going to get the canary spirit maybe. I don't know where it went now. Where did it go? Oh, here it is. All right. So it's number 12 and number 19. And the reason why I want these two cards is because they fell out of my last reading, and I think they're very, very significant. And the reason why this dog is very significant to me, and why it was meant to fall out, is yesterday I was sweeping, and I put my dog down in April. And I love dogs. I love all animals, to be quite honest. And when I was sweeping, he's been gone for 6 months, and his name was Ozzy. And I found this. Okay, it's a piece of his hair, the last piece of his hair. And when I flipped that card this morning earlier, I felt that message was meant for you, DS. And that's why I want to pull those cards out. I just feel that dog card had to come out because of the dog hair that I found yesterday. And I haven't seen his dog hair for a long, long time. And again, that's my dog. His name was Ozzy, so he's even giving you messages. But dog spirit appears to remind you that although change is a part of life and all of us are meant to evolve, our love and commitments remain strong. You are loved now and can trust that the higher love is true. Spirit loves you, and love has arrived in many forms now, manifesting in the people you surround yourself with, expressed uniquely through them. Dog spirit is also says, be true to that which you love, for now is a time of good fortune. Be steady as you recognize that people and things are always transforming. Your heart is loving and true, and dog spirit wants you to know that your steadfast commitment to experiencing and expressing love will attract and manifest more love. You deserve all of it. have faith in Spirit's plan for you. And again, like I said, that dog card had to come out because of my, I don't even know if you can see it in my dog's hair here. He's giving you, Ozzy's giving you a message today, okay, DS? And then we have Canary, Canary Spirit, sing your own song. And it's number 12 if that means anything to you. And that card was meant to come out as well. That's why I grabbed it, because a lot of these DMs are very, very musically talented, you know, with, you know, lyrics, singing, instruments. So that was meant to come out, and they're communicating through music to you, okay? Canary Spirit arrives to help you find your authentic voice and express what is in your heart. Free yourself to experience your inner light and let it shine. As Canary Spirit sings to you, remind you of your inherent joy and to support you as you sing your own song. Now is the time to let the world know who you really are. Canary Spirit is that you are free to be yourself and express your most cherished desires. The world wants to hear your song. If your inquiry is about a relationship, you're being called to be fully be yourself, for only then you will find harmony and joy. You can make music with others so beautifully when your note rings true. Absolutely phenomenal. I love it so much. I love this third reading today. I can't believe this is happening. I'm going to call out to my guardian angels for one of these beautiful messages. And if this doesn't tape, then it's a sign that you're not getting a video today. One card, please, guardian angels. But the way I look at it is everything's meant to happen. It's always meant to happen the way it's meant to happen. So third time's a charm in this case. So this is a beautiful card at the front. And this is the back of the card. And it says, you, my beloved, are like a ray of golden sunshine. I breathe in your love, and all my concerns melt away, and all that is left is pure joy. Thank you, my beloved soulmate. Love it so much. Thank you so much, everyone, for the likes, the subs, the comments, all of it. I appreciate it so much. And again, I love you all so much. And if this resonates, great. What doesn't, pack it away. And I really do appreciate it. And I wish nothing but blessings for you on your journey. Okay? Have a great day, folks.